today. The fifth element is at play, looking for love. So, love will find a way. It is a time of contemplation. And there are places of individuality. Some say, I'm the only way. Some say, things will never be right. But when I think of numbers and the things at their post, the mathematics of the geometry, the calculations of the host, the trees that bear the fruit, what's on the leaves, what's on the root. There is a history about a phonic enigma, not me. I am just a girl. It's about the world. And the parts of it called civilization. And the mighty and the powerful and the genius educations. It's about love. And it's about hate. It's about angels and it's about demons. It's about the straight line that divides those things. It is about an event that all human beings were involved in, no matter what, their free will. It's about the daughter Pi and the magic number of the solar sky called the sun. About the day the sun went away. A phenomena, enigmatic but true, but labeled as a fiction mythology and how fantasy can play tricks on you. But it happened. So to explain what was not in the icy plane, it was called an eclipse. The first one was it? Each generation in the declaration of decades and centuries needs fertilizer to continue to grow the tree. Because Rockabye Baby is in the treetop. Which wind will blow to make the cradle rock? From the UV and the secret key called W. That is two V's, Siamese, not two U's as one. Will that V that blows the tree be violet? Or will it be violent? Because when the wind blows, the cradle will rock. The story of sacrifice, of love and curiosity, learning through experiences and education is a key. So you can open the right door. Once upon a time, and it was called an eclipse. The sun refused to shine. It was called an alignment of planets, read my lips. But even though it happened that way, when it happened, no man knew the time of day. This phenomena, so frightening and true, everyone stood still. Everyone stood still, and time did too. Afraid to move, afraid to go, wondering what this was that no one knows. No man, no machine no space and time, infinity. Was it? A backward shot of the slingshot BBT. Because there was no more light in the world. Only darkness could you see. At least your eyes were open, so you thought you were seeing darkness where you can't see anything. The sun, the solar system of the sun with 9 planets rotating 360 in a universe 2-to-1. In the galaxy of cream and whey and cottage cheese that curds the day. The metaphor of history and time about the day. The sun refused to shine. On a hill far away stood 3 old and rugged crosses, symbolizing suffering and shame. In the middle, the straight line and the dimensions that were behind it. But the biochemistry of the being, the life, was the same of all that spliced. So Jesus wept. To the right of him was love that had been done an injustice. On the left of him was the evil pronouncing itself with no remorse. And then it was done. And the sun went away. But through the power which money can't by called love. The sun came back again. And everyone on earth knew. And it was an at point time. When you're given a second chance, does it make you selfish or grateful? There was a time called a millennium. There were 4 in the place of 2 of them. And it wasn't a day, it was a whole year. The sun refused to shine. Oh, the light didn't disappear from the sky in eclipse again. You have to understand about the evolution of man that now McCann the fusion of organic and inorganic. The man that can be a machine, the machine that can be a man. But in that vision, infinity, an omega, of time for the entity, even though the sun still did shine, and no man on earth knew what it was going to be this time. No man is perfect. There's no such thing as 100%. There are many variables of the equation about the way a life is spent. But the ace that never jokers and always places high above it is the love of free will. The CCC that spills the soft drive that knows to kill is a sin and wrong. and evil. But the sun came back again. We had another chance, a third chance. How about that? At point time. Will you take your second chance? And take it for granted? Or abuse it? Or use it the wrong way? All the MPs, the Bs, that jokers, the highest praise, cannot trump the ace of love. In the 3-point system called God. Are you a God? Gods, one or many. Not a master, not a slave. And your free will. That says, so follow the golden rule. Because do you really want to know everything? There is one place that answer is, where you can find it. But it is past the last book. Beyond the revelation of 111. You will no longer be in the solar system of the sun. This is a time of contemplation in a month called April. And the day is 5 and life is alive at the 3rd year of at point time beyond the CC 1920 AD. There are many ways to appreciate and show thanks and help and be happy and love and care. Many ways to do good and share. And you are blessed with people there that put your life in the highest priority, if it even even if it means they might no longer be. Can you pay for a life? Can you pay someone for their life? How much does a life cost? Where can you buy another one? Can you buy another one? Can you buy life? Then it don't have a price to cover its elimination. Are you grateful for a third chance? Will you use life's romance and all the people that cared for you, even if it meant that their life could be gone too? It's so easy to make promises when you're dying or losing. Even when you're abusing someone else's life. But as soon as the sun comes back again, and you're okay, do you keep those promises? Or do you throw them away? Today is day 5. Life is alive. Man, woman, birth, death, infinity is now at point time 3. Looking to see if you keep your promises or even try. It is almost the day that we lovingly play and say TGIF. It's called Good Friday. Why? Will the weak die? Waiting for the sun to come back again? On the 3rd day, Jesus did say, God is love. And said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. But do you know what you're doing now? Do you expect forgiveness too? For premeditated, malicious, and evil wrongs that you do? Today is called Wednesday, April 5, 2023. In 2 days, TGIF. In 4 days, the day of 3. You have free will, but not to do evil and wrong. You have free will to live and continue on. That's all. Not to judge, not to hurt, not to take a life. If you don't learn from your own history of time and events, you will 063 the A and D of time. Where 2 men can enter and 3 men can leave. A phenomena of time. The enigma of the free. Born from infinity, die to infinity. And in 3 days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, will you remember that day? That day that the sun went away. This is my journal entry today. My poetry, my works, my way. Thank God I have freedom of speech. And my name is J.